From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's voice briefing. It's Tuesday, October 24th, 2023.
I'm Clara Hendrickson for the Detroit Free Press. The Michigan Court of Appeals upheld a lower court order invalidating certain rules for election challengers and ordering the Secretary of State's office to rewrite them. But the Secretary of State's office plans to appeal, postponing for now any last-minute changes before the elections next month. To understand the legal fight over the manual for election challengers, one has to go back to 2020, when challengers in Detroit created a chaotic environment, banging on the windows and demanding election workers stop the count. Disputes over the 2020 election prompted the Bureau of Elections to update its manual for challengers. The Republican National Committee, the Michigan GOP, and others filed lawsuits targeting those new rules. The latest ruling from the Court of Appeals and the promised challenge to the ruling from the Secretary of State's office could settle big questions over election observers' conduct heading into 2024, such as whether they can possess cell phones in ballot counting rooms or talk directly to election workers.
I'm Sue Solaski, Detroit Free Press food writer. Metro Detroit's Dave's Hot Chicken locations and those across the country are saluting celebrity rapper Drake on his birthday. On Tuesday, Drake's 37th birthday, the chain is giving away free chicken sliders. Drake is a major investor in Dave's Hot Chicken, according to the chain's website. To get the slider, you need to download the Dave's Hot Chicken app or already have it and show it at the register. It's valid for in-store use only on Tuesday, October the 24th, at participating Dave's Hot Chicken locations. It's also limited to one slider per person while supplies last. Dave's Hot Chicken got its start 6 years ago as a pop-up set up by four best friends in an East Hollywood parking lot. The chain is known for offering only chicken tenders and sliders. Its chicken tenders are first brined, then breaded, fried, and spiced. The chicken tenders get a dollop of Dave's sauce and are offered with spice levels ranging from no spice to mild to extra hot to Reaper. Michigan has 5 Dave's Hot Chicken locations. Visit daveshotchicken.com to find a location.
From automotive reporters Jamie LaRoe and Eric D. Lawrence. The United Auto Workers expanded their ongoing strike Monday to Stellantis' Sterling Heights assembly plant, where 6,800 workers will join the picket line. The SHAP, as it's called, is Stellantis' largest plant and a big moneymaker where it builds the popular Ram light-duty pickup trucks. The move comes after UAW President Shawn Fain detailed the latest proposals across the automakers on Friday, noting shortcomings in Stellantis' current offer. The areas where Stellantis lags its crosstown rivals, General Motors and Ford Motor Company, included cost of living adjustment, progression time to the top of wage, profit sharing, and wages for temporary employees, as well as offerings to retirees. On Friday, Fain stood pat on the so-called stand-up strike, which is targeting certain plants across all 3 Detroit automakers. But he warned members to, quote, be ready and stay ready to stand up, end quote, to take strike action at any time, saying the union still has, quote, cards left to play, end quote, in terms of key plants it could take out at each automaker. In a statement, Stellantis spokeswoman Jody Tinson said the company was, quote, outraged, end quote, that the UAW is expanding the strike against Stellantis given that last Thursday the automaker presented a new, improved offer to the UAW. She said the offer came after, quote, multiple conversations that appeared to be productive. We left the bargaining table expecting a counterproposal, but have been waiting for one ever since, end quote. For more on this story, you can search for Jamie LaRoe and Eric D. Lawrence's article, 6,800 UAW members ordered to strike at Stellantis' Sterling Heights assembly plant, on freep.com.
I'm Andrew Burkle with the Free Press Sports Department. New details emerged Monday on the NCAA investigation into Michigan football over a potential sign-stealing scheme. The story first came out last week and accused Michigan of scouting future opponents in person, which is against NCAA rules. Specifically, staff member Connor Stalions was named as the ringleader of the operation. Stalions comes from a military background and was hired by the Wolverines back in 2022. That's according to his LinkedIn page, which has now become an important part of the story. Stalions said on his page, some of his skills were, quote, identifying the opponent's most likely course of action, and made other references to scouting other teams. Stalions was suspended with pay on Friday while the investigation continues. Now bringing us back to Monday's news. A new report from ESPN alleges Stallions bought tickets to 30 games at 11 different Big Ten schools over the last 3 seasons and sent them to people around the country. A source also told ESPN that the people who sat in the seats purchased by Stallions filmed the home sidelines with their phone, which was reportedly caught on a stadium camera by at least one team. Stallions bought the tickets under his own name using a credit card, and the tickets cost thousands of dollars, while Stallions makes just around $55,000 a year, according to Michigan's salary disclosure. Now, no one is saying this is the only reason the Wolverines are having success. Stallions was suspended on Saturday during the Michigan State game, and the Spartans called the plays verbally on the sideline early on to avoid any hand signals, and they still lost 49-0. However, the evidence against Stallions in the Michigan football program appears to be mounting. There will be important questions Jim Harbaugh and the university will have to answer.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.